So congratulations, you've got an honorary degree today at the University on Foundation Day, which is obviously a very prestigious day for us. How does that feel from your side?
I mean, it's prestigious for me. It's first of all an honor, as it would be in such a case. But it's been a special place for me as well. Not just Manchester as a city, but also the university in itself. And it helped me. It's part of the very important places in my life. It helped me understand more about Manchester. It helped me as well become, I think, a more rounded human being. And yeah, I mean, the person who's really grateful today is me, of course.
So you're a Premier League winner, a League Cup winner, an FA Cup winner, and a graduate. So where does graduating rank on your greatest achievements?
Well, the biggest achievement really in terms of graduation was for me to be able to first of all achieve my masters over here. It was a very difficult journey for me. Of course, Premier League and so on, it's difficult to beat, but football is what I've always done in my life, and I've been good at it for many years before I even joined City. So it was more me achieving something I knew I could achieve, or I hoped I could achieve. Me having an academic degree, that was completely out of my comfort zone. I never thought I was the person to do it. I did it in combination as well with my professional football life, so it was double hard, and that achievement sits amongst the things that give me the most confidence to carry on in life with everything I do. I wasn't good at doing it, and I grew and I became better, and by the end I finished being quite a strong profile, and by the end it gave me that confidence that if I put in the work and if I carry on, I could basically achieve anything I set my mind to, and that's in this place that it happened.
And what was it that made you want to go in and get an MBA?
With me, it's linked a little bit to my family. My father is, my father studied for many years, and he was a teacher as well. And my mother always put the value of education before my football career even. And when she passed away, it was something that I felt all of a sudden took more importance. And it was also a journey of failing, because I tried in Brussels, I tried in Hamburg for language reasons, for timing reasons, for many reasons I failed. And then third time I tried in Manchester. I was a bit more settled, and I was in a place where I felt I could develop and grow, and I succeeded. And ultimately, it's for my mother. I said I would have done it.
So I was at your testimonial in September, where you raised some money for Tackle for Manchester. Can you just tell me how this came about?
I mean, it goes back to me and my wife, Carla. She's from Manchester, and we're always thinking about. I remember it's when Sienna, so our oldest daughter, was when my wife was pregnant with our oldest daughter, and it was, I think, that winter, a very special winter. It was extremely cold, and the first thing that always came up in those days was how can we do something? And I've always said to Carla, I said, if we do something, it needs to have an impact, and I knew that the opportunity would come at some stage, and I don't like doing, because you can spend a lot of time doing things that come from a good place but don't have necessarily an impact. And so I thought that if we planned it out well, and if we used the right opportunity, we'd be able to do something big, and that was the case. It's been a tremendous experience and also achievement to go this far, with Tackle for Manchester.
You've obviously got a connection with the city since you've got this Tackle for Manchester and captain of Manchester City for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Do you feel now that you've come back today that it sort of feels like you've come home a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I was saying this to Carla yesterday as we were, traveling back. It just feels like coming back. It feels like being home, and it's a weird thing sometimes, because I'm very clear. I'm born in Brussels and I'm from Brussels, but if you ask me where Manchester sits, it's like on equal level. I really love Manchester. I've been, I was a man in this city, and I've been an adult in this city, and it's something very special. And I was able to become who I hoped or dreamt to become one day, and that all happened here. Also, to just see the city develop, as it's been developing over the last 10 years since I was here, 12 years, and just be a small part of this city growing. It's been something special for me and for Carla.
And of course, you just really, really love rain as well.
Yeah. Well, my kids are born here,
Yeah.
So they don't associate with Brussels as much as we think at the moment. They're just, they're from Manchester, and they come home, they go to Manchester. So it's not like I can ever be dissociated of the city anyway. And my link with city will remain forever, in whichever capacity. I still support the club like the most hardcore or the most die-hard City fans.
So let's say they founded the University of Vincent Kompany next week, and you've got to give out 3 honorary degrees. Can you think of who you'd give 3 honorary degrees to?
The first one would be my wife, Carla. For, being such a... She's definitely the person in the shadows, but she's very driven, motivated, beautiful person that helps to bring out the best out of me, but not just myself, but our kids as well. So she's getting the very first degree, and in my university, the most important one. The second one would go to someone like Khaldoon, chairman of Manchester City, not just for his role with the club, but his role with the development of the city itself, and everything that I've seen happening in the last 10 years over here. And as a last one, I don't know, maybe as more of the institutions behind helping the homeless in Manchester, So it's linked to this crazy thing of saying Manchester is developing, growing, becoming a better, stronger city, competing with European cities, but at the same time, homelessness has grown as well. And with that, the main thing I wanted to do with Tackle for Manchester was to fund the organizations that actually do it for us every single day. And everybody has its own range and capacity of helping, but I felt that I needed to do something in that way. So they are getting a very important piece of the doctorate as well.
That's great. Thank you very much. Just one final question as well. I've been a season ticket holder for 20 years. We'll just get a quick selfie with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Pleasure. Yeah.